Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream! And welcome back to ULTRAKILL. Eno and AXDEG, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that both of you had an amazing, wonderful, legendary weekend and that you're both in for a treat of a stream today when we will get going with Act 2. I think by now you understand why I don't play on Brutal. Dude, you have no idea. I mean, I agree with you. Because the last boss of Act 1 gave me the shakes, dude. After we were done with the boss, I was shaking. I went to bed with nightmares. Waking up in the middle of the night, just punching the air. Just trying to, like, get the parry window, if you catch my means. I checked the vault. I saw 140 deaths. Yes. On that guy alone. Holy crap. Gabriel, the last boss of Act 1. I mean, there aren't any words that can describe the feeling of just pure satisfaction and relief of actually beating that guy. But it also has me very, very worried. Because listen, if the final boss of Act 1 is this hard, how hard will the final boss of Act 2 be? You know? Like, where are we going with this playthrough, dude? This could get really messy really quickly. I did overestimate it in the other week. I'm able to go toe-to-toe with it and do it on the first attempt. Oh, that is great, dude. That is awesome. I assume you've had some practice to get to that point. Because for me, it sure was a challenge. So, but here's the thing. I know one thing. The one thing that is going for us, or can be relied upon to alleviate some worries here. And that is the fact that we can go from brutal to violent or standard, okay? We always have that option. But I'm still gonna see how far we can go with brutal. I mean, given that we've done the entirety of both the prelude and Act 1, I want to see, right? I want to experience the pain before I give up, so to speak. I can't say the same for level 6-2. 6-2 on standard trip speed, not brutal standard. Well, I originally died 52 times to 6-2. I still die to it today half the time. 6-2. I just want to see, where are we right now? We are currently on 4-1. So 6-2, yeah. So that is, okay, you're talking about the final boss then of Act 2. I mean, we still have quite a bit to go through before we get to it. But I don't blame you, dude. I live in fear of what's to come, if that makes sense. The fact that I know how hard Gabriel was, the final boss in Act 1, and I know that things are gonna get worse from this point onwards. Again, like, I am living in fear. I think you have the potential to do it all in one stream. I suspect that it's very much dependent on how willing I am to stick with playing on brutal difficulty. Because I was seriously, like, considering just dropping the difficulty if I wasn't able to beat the final boss of Act 1. Dude, I love the fact that the environments are so different from layer to layer. I think this is really nice. And Francie, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you on this glorious Monday? Do you know that there's an alternate for shotgun and nail gun? I think I might know. Cause Francie, you're not talking about the different colors, right? Like this, but rather that there's like an entirely different shotgun altogether. Cause I know that we had a little discussion about that. Well, not too long ago. Wait a second, the sound is very loud for me. But I don't know, like, where to find them, like, if they're, like, secret, like, I don't know anything, basically. Grid is just, in general, good. I presume you do have the alt revolver, then. I mean, I have the different colors, right? I have blue, green, and red, but those are the only guns I have. Or the only revolvers I have. it's kind of... I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. That the game just throws like these enemies that you already know about in these like in-between levels. And they're saving the best for last, so to speak. I haven't been playing this game for this entire weekend. I really need to like get the rust out of my system so that we can play this game normally again. The other alts were mentioned because they're from Act 2 and 3, while the revolver resides in Act 1. Ah, wait, okay. So, answer me this, if nothing else. In order to get the alt versions of any gun, do you need to like complete a secret or something? Or when you say alt versions, are you talking about like the color of the gun? Usually when they introduce new enemies, they usually come in a boss rush first, but not this time around. Okay, they're not too bad. I guess that's the reason why. Alt 3 continuously. Alright, so you need to like do weird things essentially in order to get them. Got it. I mean, these aren't too bad. I like those. And Stardust, hello! How are you today, Stardust? Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome. Welcome to the beginning of Act 2. I hope you're having a glorious, wonderful Monday and you're excited to see some ULTRAKILL action. I sure am. Even though, again, I really need to... I really need to get the rust out of my system here, so I can stop playing this damn game again. But like, I feel like if nothing else, beating Gabriel has been like a low-key a milestone. Like no matter what happens in the playthrough from this point onwards, at least we have done that, right? Do weird thing. There goes Simon. How will you know me at this point, Siwakalot? if I don't say a weird thing every now and then you know that I've been... then you know that like an imposter has claimed my identity. And you need to call the authorities. You know, I do this for all of our bests here. Having this... Or saying whatever comes to mind, be them weird or not. Getting rusty. I will say, every day I'm not playing in this game, I feel like my skills are diminishing, right? I feel like this game requires a lot of attention and a lot of respect, if I can put it that way, in order to like be properly good at it. But at least for me, at least that's the case for me. We're not even fighting at all. You can see me struggling already. I am getting bounced around a bit. If it were specifically A3, then it'd be a problem. Specifically A3. I wonder what that means. And I find it fascinating that you know the levels, like the numbers of the specific levels. I assume that you know, after a while you do have your favorites and whatnot, you know. Hence why you're able to like remember those numbers specifically. Well, favorites and the one you really hate, if that makes sense. Like, oh dude, 3-3, that was a hell of a level. I never want to do that again, you know, something like that. For the record, Zibida has told me that not roasting would be out of character. I am unleashed! True, Sir Walkalot. But I did specifically mention that for you, right? If anyone starts roasting me, I guess that would be okay too. but the comment was specifically made for you. Let's use the baby gun, i.e. the sawed-off for a little while. The one weapon that allowed us to defeat Gabriel. Okay, he had some sort of title, like Watcher from Hell or something like that. Of course we do. We know every level number and the name that goes with it by heart. And random question: how many hours do you have in this game? Because I'm thinking, how long do you need to wait before you like get to learn the level or the levels on that level? That was a lot of levels being mentioned there all at once. I think we're good to go. Yeah. When I said I was able to beat Gabriel, I was doing it with only my fist, just to prove I could dodge its attacks consistently. Holy! I mean, I guess that makes sense, because he has a he has a predetermined attack pattern, if that makes sense. So as long as your your parries and your dashes are on point, you should be good to go. I, of course, even though I tried and died many times, I didn't properly learn the attack pattern, you know? Hence why I would never be able to do that kind of challenge. When you hear that parry sound, dude, that's just a hit of dopamine, right then and there. Oh crap! I need to start parrying the actual attack as well, not just mentioning the fact that you can parry them. Time to get used to everything again. Give me the level number of a level that actually exists. And I will 99% of the time I will tell you the name of that level. Alright, 2-1. What's the name of 2-1? I'm just putting it out there. I don't know, by the way, so you can absolutely cheat here. I missed most of it. Did you visit any secret levels before? I have visited 2 secret levels. I know that there is a bridge burner. Alright, you're right. I mean, technically, let me be very pedantic here. Technically, you could have just looked it up, but I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna choose to believe you. And also, you both answered very quickly, so I assume you're very much correct. But we have gotten 2 secret levels. I know that there should be 1 more secret level somewhere in, I think it's the 2nd layer. Don't quote me on that. But I don't know how to activate it or whatever. I know that Mirio King mentioned it during the last stream. So yo! Oh yo, and even the special powers are being dual wielded. Oh, this is insane! Okay, that's a cool power-up. Dude, I am spilling my drink. I am that excited for just dual wielding some guns. Which one among OS, 1S, and 2S? I assume... Let's see here. OS is something wicked, 1S is the witless, and 2S is All Imperfect Love Song. I assume that the last one, All Imperfect Love Song, is the one I haven't done. But to be perfectly honest, I don't quite remember the names of the level we just did. I suppose you may be willing to play 4S today. I mean, I am willing to play essentially every secret level. The only thing is that I personally don't know how to activate them, right? So I do need some help with that. Oh, you can bounce both of them at once. Oh, this is nasty, dude. The angel. So, given that an AoE is being beamed down, it should be an angel in a bit, but I can't see it. His name is flat out a spoiler for 4S. Do not say it's Stardust. Accurate reaction, but not as bad as 8-3. Thus far, I will say, the secret levels that are in the game they tend to not be that difficult, right? They like almost like a gimmick. The first puzzle level I did was essentially just, or secret level I mean, was just a puzzle. You literally, it was essentially like playing a Shadow Bricks. That game. A really good game. But it wasn't like, there was no shooting involved, if that makes sense. And whereas in the second secret level we did, there were like some essentially invisible enemies. But the point of the second secret level was essentially just to avoid all the enemies and find the exit. I argue it's worse than A3. A3 took me 20 minutes to beat the first time, whereas 4S took me like an hour. Alright, so I get the impression, if nothing else, that this specific secret level, 4S, it is a level where you actually do some fighting. There's a pattern to where secret exits are located in each layer. We already knew where 7S and 8S would be located before their existence. Ah, so the developers are like adding the secret levels after the fact, if that makes sense. As in, they build the normal level first, and then they, you know, patch in the secret levels later. Yeah, how much money do we have? 40k. Yeah, we still need 100k to get any new kind of weapon. So let's just keep going. Also, question for you guys who are experiencing this game. Do you usually switch between the different fists like this, or do you only use one? Because I've realized that I keep forgetting about this red fist. I only ever use this one. I guess it's a bit faster, which is the reason why. Oh, the floor is lava. We have keybinds to use both at once. Oh, I mean, fair enough. Wait. Can you use them at the same time? It doesn't seem like it. Because technically, I have 2 keybinds as well, but I still only use the blue fist, nevertheless. And Ploper, thank you so much for ploping in. How are you on this glorious Monday, Ploper? I know that you started your own playthrough again. Overkill. How is that playthrough going? Or assuming you have kept up with it. And there's a hidden pair of hotkeys at the bottom of the process. You use each arm individually. You're gonna scroll right down and find them manually. I don't like that. I mean, I do the same thing, right? Because if I press the F key, I use this fist, and then if I press the T key, I use this fist. So I have both of my 2 fists on separate keybinds. So technically, I can switch between them without actually, I don't know, equipping the right arm, if that makes sense. But despite me having done this, which was your suggestion, by the way, I only use the F key to punch. Maybe it's like one of those things that I have to just learn to do properly. And I eat paper probably. 4S is the hardest level. Yeah, we have been discussing this level for a little while. I'm starting to get nervous, but thank you so much for tuning in. I eat the paper. How much paper have you eaten this weekend? The floor is not lava. It's gold heated by the sun. Goddamn the sun. I mean, at least those of you who are living in Europe, well, I guess in other parts of the world as well, knows how dangerous the sun can be and annoying. T for red arm. Interesting. I will admit, I didn't like think long and hard about the decision to put it as T specifically. It was just a choice. what's the hardest? I'd rather not say, but still, I think we said too much. In summary, 4S is polarizing amongst the community. I really want to see it. Okay, I really want to see it, if nothing else. And I mean, as like given the fact that I found the ending of Act 1 to be like the hardest thing in this game, I wouldn't be surprised if I find 4S to be like equally as hard, if not harder. But nevertheless, I want to see, like, don't knock it before you experience it. Oh, these guys don't bleed. Interesting. How far along in the are you? We disagree on it a lot. That's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Because at the very least, that means that level is unique, right? So the stand enemies, they don't bleed. You can't use them as a health pickup. That is actually really good to know. He ranked every level on brutal. I.e., you have essentially 100% in the game, right? Personally can't stand the limited movement and singular attack. Interesting. Is that like a limitation, perhaps, or that particular level? As long as I like take my time and not and you know lock in, try to not be as distracted, I feel like the levels are going by quite easily. I don't know whether you saw those 2 levels. 7F Bob, but I digress. you know the funny part about this? You can discuss these levels essentially however much you want to, and I still wouldn't get a thing because the numbers that you're mentioning, they are just that, you know, numbers to me. They're like, they don't mean anything. To shoot the barrels. That's the game. I like that these guys don't bleed. No such thing as 100% in the game due to the existence of the cyber gun and endless starting wave increasing. I guess that's a fair point. I mean, I assume that in combination with just you know, the average speed running makes it so that this game has essentially infinite replayability. Assuming you do want to go through the the cyber grind or speed run the game and do stuff like that. Alright, so this is one of those places where you can always go back and just save your progress. And hello Grunge! Hello! How is this Swedish Ultra Gamer doing today? I'm doing quite well, Grunge. How are you? And Grunge, I actually very much hope that you would join this stream today. I have a gift for you, or a gift. Baby, I'm going to grab some food. And hi Locals, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, despite that I just ate and a drink. You know, you always need more. You always need more. Alright. I'm gonna go over to my stove and then go back to my chair. And if you notice something weird, please let me know. Alright. Let me know if you knew what I'm talking about. I haven't P-ranked the Encores. I didn't do them yet. I eat paper probably. The Yeets are no longer with us today. Yes! You got it immediately, Grunge. Praise the Lord. But I eat paper properly. Probably. You know what to do, right? You have a reason to boot up the game again. I'm gonna die. Like crazy. I will say though, like we have just started Act 2 basically. It's already a lot harder than Act 1. I mean, this is very good what we're doing right now. So like, we will be able to beat these guys. So don't worry about that. But I'm very worried about the boss fights. As long as we are good to go. Oh, we like a dual wheel. I love the dual wheel. The only bad thing is that the dual wheel power up is just that, like a temporary power. I mean, they would be absolutely broken if they if you were able to like use them at all times. Of course. You could have just done a handstand. Do you want to see me do a handstand, Floper? I'm not good at standing on my hands. I will say this. I'm much better at standing on my head, but you have a better, I don't know, stable ground or whatever to balance on. As long as I keep my distance here, I feel like I should be. The fact that some of these enemies don't see don't you feel much more comfortable in no Yi? I do. I mean, I low-key know why you have your interest for Yi. And I share your sentiment, even though it doesn't bother me maybe as much, probably. And I call you! Hello to you! How are you? Welcome to ULTRAKILL! How have you been? I call you! I'll take him. That's good. And that's what my dumbest problem would have done, and I would have fell and hit my monitor. It would make for great content, Cooper. Always look for the silver lining. This level in particular is actually low-key kind of difficult. If you have two guns, you don't have enough hands for punching and parrying. Oh, I didn't even think about that. You can't punch if you're holding two weapons. Oh, you can! Oh, this looks so stupid. What? I mean, logic were on your side, Rudge. But the game does not abide by our earthly logic. Chat is killing you. To a certain extent, I feel I know what you're saying. I am being distracted. This is gonna be like essentially the entire playthrough, to at least some extent. I will make through this. Just let me lock in for a couple more seconds, and then I can just probably give through. Just kill the enemy. Oh, I should have done that at the start. I think we're good. I'm doing good. Last time I watched was during COVID lockdown. Oh, that was quite a while ago. I remember I did stream a bit when I did have COVID. I think I got COVID during the Terraria streams. I call you, was that the time you like started watching the stream back in the day? Activated third hand, yes. But that, you know, that just means that technically they should be, at least in this game, triple wheel, right? Because we know that our character has the capacity for it, if nothing else. I'm a graduated adult now. Oh, that is great to hear. How is life treating you nowadays? Remember that you have... where do you have... I don't know. What? No, wait. No, this is let's Bamboozle. This game is a fraud. You have a knuckle blaster and feedback. You have 3 of them. Ignore that you can pick up several more duels and still punch. That begs the question, like, what kind of character are we playing? I mean, I know that we are like some sort of robot. I mean, I know that much. Like, what does our character look like, for instance? Terrorious Guest, I remember playing in one of the multiplayer scenes. Oh, those were really fun, but really chaotic at the same time. Dude, it's been such a long time since I've ever played like a multiplayer game on stream. Because I do find playing multiplayer games on stream really fun, depending on the game. The last game we played on stream that was multiplayer was Valheim, which was loads of fun. Like the I assume this is some sort of secret. Someone's fighting things. Right, okay, this is a secret. I mean, I did find a little path here to the side, so I was like, alright, let's explore. I don't know where the door opens though. Right, I assume we can get yet another spot. You had COVID back during tutorial. Yes. In fact, I went through my phone. Well, at this point it was like a couple of streams ago. Because remember, you know, we had a little discussion regarding the color of my hair. Again, a couple of streams ago, where I divulged information that I used to dye my hair when I was in high school. And I went through my phone in order to find a picture of me with black hair. And I found literally the picture where I got COVID. And what I mean by that is that the place I worked at back in the day. This is gonna be quite tough. The place I worked at back in the day had like a thermal camera for employees whenever they like came to work. Just so that no one would work with COVID. Holy crap, this is hard. So I have a picture of the thermal camera with me having fever. If you remember, I didn't keep my top of screen. Just to because I was worth pursuing. I don't know where to pursue it though. We're playing as a machine. We look like okay, so we are playing dude, this place. I feel like this is yet another area where I need to really look in. I recommend turning down the game volume a bit and raising mic volume a little bit. I will do just that. I guess I can turn down the volume like maybe so. Please let me know if I can raise the mic. But I need to do that in OBS. Let's start off like this. I've lowered the volume a little bit, I call you. Please let me know if this is okay for you. We're playing as a war machine. I guess that makes sense, given what we're doing. I mean, you can see the blood on the floor, right? The fact that we're playing as a war machine is not that surprising. Given my fan is on, I couldn't really notice what was up with the audio. We're all just living through the just sheer insanity that is this game. Well, indeed. We literally only had, I think, one more enemy left to beat. Oh, these are the guys that don't bleed, hence why the sawed-off isn't working. I'm locking in at the moment, hence why I'm not speaking. There we go. Alright, we got the look, finally. The game volume is still overpowering compared to your voice. Okay. Let's go in here then, and I'll try to do what I can. I know I've changed these settings before, but I don't quite remember where to go to, because I need to change my properties in OBS specifically. I know there. Yeah, here we go. Maybe something like that. I should be a bit louder now. Please let me know if this is okay or not. I can't switch either. Either lowering the game volume or increasing the mic uptake. All I hear is a chainsaw and kaboom kablow while Sev is yapping. I mean, that is a very accurate description of what we're doing right now. It's rare for me to say, don't finish the level. But we have worked tirelessly now for this damn Blue Skull. Blue Skull acquired, hell yes! There we go. Grunge, may I ask where you have been in terms of streaming? Sisyphean Insurrectionist. Okay, boss time. Because I know you have a new place, right? But I'm not sure if that has interrupted your stream schedule. Okay, at least this guy only have one health bar. That's gonna do wonders for us. Interesting boss fight, not gonna lie. I wonder if this is a guy you want to stay close to, or if you wanna like attacking like I am doing essentially. Dude, he has a lot of health. This is gonna take forever. This is one of those rare exceptions. So, but AX, does that mean that there's like a secret path I can take in order to skip a level? I've had an unfortunate tough couple of days since I've been at the vet's with my senior dog, and she unfortunately passed away today. Ah, a whole 18 years. I understand. That, I mean... That is very sad to hear. I'm sorry about that. 18 years is quite a long time. But I completely understand not wanting to well, essentially do anything, right? Given those conditions. I hope you will eventually do better. I know you have, well, many other pets to take care of. I suppose they still need you. But it never feels good. At least gonna be able to get this guy something. And Diesel, hello, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you today? Some of the worst stream on Twitch I've seen involves Secret Hunting on 4-2, then blue balling the whole chat by not finishing it. I don't even know where to start by going looking for the clue, or the secret, I mean. So I'm just gonna do this, okay? This looks like Doom. That is actually a very apt description. I did make the comparison as well, Steve Sol. As much as I was preparing myself for the inevitable, it's still quite sad. So I would be on break to feel my feelings and let time do its thing before I'm able to get back to streaming. That is definitely the right way to go about it, Grunge. And I don't think you can, like, sure, you know for a fact that pets tend to not live as long as human beings, right? So in that case, in that sense, you can prepare for it. But like, saying that this too will end and actually experiencing it is two very different things. I don't like, especially when it comes to like a pet, something you're like emotionally attached to, like essentially a family member. Like, even though you know it's gonna come, I don't think you can prepare like fully for it. What? Where the hell? Oh yo, we're Indiana Jonesing this now. And now I'm mildly disappointed. It could be worse. I mean, we could go back and look for the secret, but I'm not gonna like run around just trying my hardest to like look through every nook and cranny for the secret. I'm gonna be a lazy gamer and be like, okay, please guide me. Please please be backseating. Yes, you can light these braziers. Okay, where are we going? Everything just became like very quiet all of a sudden. This is where we came from, right? May have to happen after 4-4 then. How was your weekend? My weekend was good. My weekend was good. Dude, I still like keep losing my voice playing this game. I'm not sure what's happening. I didn't really have anything planned this weekend, which is actually something I've been looking forward to for quite a while. Well, that's not really true. I had wrestling training on Sunday, yesterday. But that is just normal at this point. But I feel like there's been so much going on during my vacation that I've just wanted like a moment to just relax, and I finally got to experience said relaxation. Seb likes to shoot and fight insane boss fight, but anything that requires too much brain activity can put him in a standstill. I mean, I have proven time and time again that thinking is not my strong suit, okay? I am a god gamer in many aspects, in many ways. But using my brain is not one of them. I'm like if you're thinking about like MMO roles, I'm the tank. I stand in front, I take the punishment, and I let the DPS and the healer do the thinking bits. Worst level in the game, no comp. Me bottle of scrumpy. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you today? I already know your feelings about this level, if nothing else. It seems to be a bit of a little labyrinth, like trying to figure out where to go. Speaking of wrestling training, how's your shoulder now? It's still acting up a little bit, Grunge, but only during certain movements. For instance, there is one punch I like to do when wrestling, where I essentially do just essentially like a normal jab, front and back. And I realized like when I'm doing the back motion, I felt like a sting of pain. But there's only like weird movements like that are the only things that actually causing me pain. So like overall, like right now, like I'm fine. But if I'm starting to do like something like this maybe, then like yeah, I can get like a pang of pain from here and there. But luckily for me, during Sunday trainings, I'm actually the one who's the trainer. So I don't really have to do many movements. I only need to like show the students what to do. I'm not sure others know what I meant by could be worse. And it's not that. You're very much speaking in riddles. But that's good, because I have no idea what you're talking about, XD. 4-3 is a forgettable level. I have no issues with it, not gonna lie. I will say though, I've said it before about this game. I really like the fact that there are so many like different types of aesthetics in the game. And you know, these are really tough to see. They are very dark. As long as they bleed, I'm happy, because that means I can get help. And it sounds very metal to say. As long as they bleed. Save my ass. In fact. There should be one right, you know? I guess I need to activate them via these things. So it's not quite fully healed, but with enough rest it will get there. I think so too. And again, like given that it's only specific movements that's causing me pain, I can do most things. I was low-key a bit worried about the wrestling match I have this weekend. If I'm actually gonna like be able to participate, but I think it will be fine. If nothing else, you can just do like a little simpler match. If nothing else. When I start doing something like this, it does a little dance. Dude, I'm a clown, right? I'm here to please. I assume you want to see me dancing rather than epic gameplay of this game. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, one thing I really don't like about this level. The fact that some enemies do not bleed. It makes it so much more difficult to regain your health. But that is unfortunate. That's the entire point. And you know, me using the sword of as a crutch. Like I have done this entire damn game. It's really like countering my particular playstyle. Crap. Bleed out, but held up +6. Yeah, that's that sentence right there. I need like... I need margins for errors when I play ULTRAKILL. Because I know that I'm not gonna be able to parry everything, right? So I need something at the very least that allows me to do mistakes. And the sword off, the chainsaw is literally that weapon. You can do so many mistakes playing this game, but as long as you have this shotgun equipped and hold down the right mouse button, you can get away with so many screw ups. But this could also be considered like bad, because I'm not learning the game properly, right? Maybe I should be thinking about learning to dodge and parry better, right? In order to, well, like fundamentally know and understand the game better. I love the chainsaw as well. That's good. At least I don't need to feel bad about only ever using this one. As in only using this weapon. Oh, dude, it's hard. When enemies are covered in sand, they do not bleed, and the little beeping fucker with the flashing barrel of sand on his back covered. Oh, is that what he do? I just assumed it was an explosive barrel on his back. That makes no sense. I will say this. The sand thing, I hope that it's only like a mechanic in this level. I hope like whatever layer we come to after this, I hope that they skip this mechanic. Rail cannon the ball. When you say the ball, do you mean like the biblically accurate angel? This thing here. That thing is there now. Yes, the angel. I'm not even sure if they are angels, but they do seem like one, right? As someone in chat said, as someone said in chat once, if game is hard, you must be harder. There's never a day where I'm streaming where I'm not hard, Grunge. And you may interpret that in any way you want to. Because in this chat we do not king shame. So this is a standing guy, dude, and I'm already basically at 0 health. You elected every single reaction to that statement under the sun. That is okay too. Maybe there's a reason why I wear jeans every stream, you know. Right, enough of that. Let me try to focus up a bit. You know, maybe I should actually start, you know? Yeah, I should probably start with the dodgeball guys that kills me. Because if I can kill them first, I can always activate another pillar to gain health. So this should be the dodgeball guys. Right? Pull up your socks and lock in. Hell yes. Okay, so I think they might be bleedable at this point, right? Yes. Right, so it was exactly like you said, Rover. The dude with the barrel on the back, it's literally the reason why they stopped bleeding. There we go. So I'm gonna wait for the shotgun to recover. There we go, and now we can go again. I think we have everything necessary to beat this place now. No more sandy enemies, and I have the shotgun ready to regain all of the health. Chainsaws were originally invented to cut through bone by surgeons. Some sources even claim it being used to cut through the pelvic bone to make childbirth easier. The use case of cutting wood was discovered later. What does that tell us about humanity? You literally are using a weapon like this. And when when your neighbor comes to ask you what your invention is for, you're literally saying, without any hint of irony, oh, I built this thing to cut you. At least that is what I am inferring from what you're saying there, Bloper. But it's a good invention, so I guess it's all good in the end. Okay, yeah, now we can proceed, finally. Oh boy. We're using the brains now as well. This is a very unfamiliar feeling, using my brain. I never want to do it again. That's why you're here, right? Oh, crap. Look, this is what happens when I use my brain. I lose my sense of balance. You know, if I gain a power in one attribute, I lose it in another. Okay, one health in a dream. Let's do this. Anxiety looking at +1. That's the thing. Oh! Never feel fear. Never let them see you blink. I still imagine being in a hospital for an amputation and the doctor brings out a chainsaw, and that imagery is fucking historically accurate. I mean, that is like... I feel like that could be a scene from, I don't know, like The Simpsons or The Family Guy or something like that, blooper. You're just lying there, being scared for your life, and then you hear a revving from the other side of the room. And the doctor's like... Someone call the doctor. You know, the only reason why people become doctors or surgeons is because they want to cut people. Surgeons are, you know, psychopaths that have, for whatever reasons, acclimated to society. They have found a way to contribute, despite, well, being who they are. Come on, just die, stupid skull! Am I going to give birth and the doctor comes out with a chainsaw? Who is the lucky mother? No. Like we are technically playing as a war machine, but maybe we started off as like a medical droid. I do notice that aggression is very much rewarded in this game. You're standing back and just taking, like, a few pot shots here and there is actually not that good, because you're not getting blood, right? Aggression is the name of the game. Dude, this level is really, really long. The population would go down rapidly. Are you saying you wouldn't be down for getting help with birth with a chainsaw? I could never have imagined. You have to admit, it's very metal, right? You have to consider the cool factor. This level, dude, it's so hard to see stuff. And with all the sand and all the like AoEs from the angels. I mean, it's doable. So I can't really complain. Anything that is not Gabriel in this game is a good thing. Everything is sandy now. Oh crap! Hard to me to imagine because I've never been pregnant and I don't have a uterus. Fair enough. But I still imagine hearing grr, whoops, missed a bit. Meanwhile, the child just gain an opening to a new skull while still in new womb. That is how you get like very unique personalities in your society. You do accidental brain surgery on them. I'm trying to play it safe. Even though I literally said that is probably not the wisest thing you can do. Yeah. Coming to the doctor to make sure your child gets born safe, and the doctor pulls out a doom finisher on you. What would a doom finisher look like on a newborn baby though? Not dead, what? Oh, come on! Hello, stress test, hello and welcome to ULTRAKILL! As well as my voice starting to slip. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Monday, stress test. How are you today? Assert your dominance. I'm trying to! I guess I'm not that dominant of a person. Beep, 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 beep. What news do you bring from the Candyland? Yeah, I'm trying to do my best to lock in, but let me just take a moment. Let me just take a moment. Brain time. Figure out your game plan. Well, as we've established, Grunge, this is your territory, right? So let me hear it. Let me hear it, and I'll do my best to execute. I'm doing this to take care of the angels, because they are really annoying. But maybe I should focus more on the barrels. Ah! Who's giving you the most trouble? I think like it's either the angel or the sand guys. Like I'm not entirely sure. I've been focusing a lot on the angels with these last couple of attempts, but maybe I should stop doing that. If nothing else, the angels can give me more health when I chainsaw them. Here's a thought experiment. Why have you flipped your cam? I'm trying to avoid covering up as much as possible of the screen when I'm streaming this game. Hence, well, why the camera looks the way it does. That's literally the only reason. As long as I'm moving from side to side like this. Really malicious faces shoot hit scan explosive beams. They can't reflect hit scans. It's not easy to pull off, but it's stylish and satisfying as fuck. I see what you're saying, but I feel like what I need is consistency in how I deal with these guys. Let's actually go back to the angel real quick so we can get the health. The angels are dead. There should be a health health pack right there as well. So at least now we're at full health. Well, we were. This is not looking too bad, right? Over there. 2 more angels. But that's fine. This is essentially a health pack. Let's die. I think that's the last enemy. I'm not gonna bother with the coin. I think we're done. Oh, we are not done. There we go. Oh boy, that was a very difficult room. Alright, what is the reward? Okay, the reward is we're beating the level. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Hopefully we don't have to deal with any more sand enemies from this point onwards. I would say sand guys, maybe them first. Yeah, you were probably right. The fact that I left the angels for a while was actually really good, because they allowed me to heal up at different points in the level. You may have received a thing on Steam. What have you done? You might have received a thing on Steam. I don't see anything right now. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't see anything. Well, I do see a lot of like trading cards, but I assume that's not what you meant, right? I have one new friend request, but I think that's from a bot. I don't see anything, Eno. At the very least. The spinning revolver explodes enemy projectiles that it hits. Explosions also knock back explosion. Malicious faces shoots a barrage of projectiles. Ah! I think that actually happened during one point there. And JV, hello! Thank you so... I'm trying to preserve my voice, but for whatever reason, I literally can't. But Javik, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you doing? Imagine I said that without my voice just messing up. It's going good. It's going good, Javik. We are making slow but steady progress in this game. And we have not yet lowered the difficulty, okay? We're still trucking on brutal difficulty. But the game is getting really hard. Really quickly. We're still walking across these like narrow hallways. It's still very dark. But I think this is at least the last level on the layer. There's a skull there. So I think we're nearing the end. And it's either Leah Moth or IEA Moth. Nevertheless, thank you so much for tuning in. And hello to you. How are you doing on this glorious Monday? Well, at least I hope it's a glorious Monday for you there, Leah. Or is it IEA or is it LEA? I was AFK for a bit. Oh, there's slightly ajar door. Oh, you were talking about this too. AXD. This thing. Yes. I assume it could be like, yeah, like a secret. Leah, there we go. Alright, thank you again so much for tuning in, Leah. Painkiller Black. I don't see anything on Steam. I don't see anything at least, you know. I'm gonna make my coffee real quick. And a BRB, yes. The sleepy coffee. The forcefully patches, you need to beat 4-4 and return to pull it off. Ah. So I was supposed to notice something there with the little slit that allowed me to see the blue skull. Game is hard, but we are tougher. Yes, and harder, Javik. Exactly. That's the right mindset right there. Did I send it to to the wrong Seven? Are there more than one Seven? Huh, okay, you're not supposed to jump like that. Interesting. I low-key just assumed there was gonna be a dash jump. Apparently not. Okay, what am I missing here? I feel like I'm missing something. Honestly, that's the first time someone asked me if it was an I or an L. Most of the time, it's just how to pronounce it. I started to get a bit unsure as I was greeting you, right? So I felt like, in order to save me as much pain as possible, like long term, I feel like it's just better to ask. Okay, I am doing something wrong here. Maybe I can like dash to the wall and then jump. Yeah, just like that. I'm no idea if that was the intended way or not, but there we go. We made it. Did you send it to to Happy Seven? He's been offline for years. Well, maybe this is the time for Happy Seven to come back online. Like, if the game could look like this more often, I wouldn't have a problem, right? We've been walking through these narrow, dark corridors, but like some of the vistas are really good looking. Like, I really like the view with the sun there, and are there pyramids on the side? Maybe something like that. Right, checkpoint. Very nice. Greed, climax, Clair de Soleil, something sun. Dash jumps and slide jumps don't give much height, while normal jump just barely gives enough. Oh, maybe you were supposed to do like one of these, right? A ground pound into a jump, because I know that you get height from doing that. I'm sure the notification will show up. I hope so too, you know. But you know, nevertheless, thank you so much for your generosity. You know, I know that this is an unmonetized channel, so you don't have to do things like this. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Here we go again. The game is certainly gonna look like something here in a sec. I mean, this definitely look like a boss arena, right? If you just take in what we're looking at right now. Look who's back, boys. Guess who's back? I did not mean to do that. Sorry. Oh, it's V2! Why the voice cracks? What have I missed? Stress test, I low-key don't know. The last couple of streams, I keep losing my voice. I don't know why. And I've spent the entire weekend, you know, just taking it easy. Like, I'm not partying, not anything. But my voice just keep failing me. Right, so this is a boss we have fought earlier in the game. At the time, it was the hardest boss fight in the game. And now we know it's Gabriel. Definitely Gabriel. But I assume V2 has had some... the Gnat of Brutal. I assume V2 has had a... Yeah, they have switched their arms before... to starters. Okay, the strategy against V2 was just to essentially be close to them and only essentially use the chainsaw. And as much as you can, parry the shots. Where are you? Alright, so I'm gonna try to do this again, but we'll see how well this will go. But I do notice that this particular V2 has a second health bar. So I'm low-key gonna assume that this is gonna be a phase 2 here. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, they are so fast! At least we're gonna see phase 2. Or not? Wait, isn't that a bit strange? What? Oh! Oh, this is so cool! Are you kidding me? Yo, we're sliding down a damn pyramid as we're fighting! Oh, dude, this is so awesome! Okay, but I'm low-key dying, though. Hell yeah, V2! Know your place! Oh, that was so awesome, dude! Okay, I know why I'm losing my voice. I keep screaming and laughing when playing this game. Oh, a new hand! You got a new hand! Okay, I need to keep buying it. I need to keep buying it right away, right away. GG! Yeah, GG indeed! It usually goes like this. Because this fight is like a cartoon battle in a dust cloud. I'm not sure about the dust cloud, but it was definitely like very cartoon / anime. Let's see here. Hook. We have a get over here. Oh, this is gonna be really good with the sawed off. Oh, but you can't pull yourself in. Oh, that's unfortunate. There's nothing left, and V2 has been reduced to a fine wine. One to enjoy. Okay, so you can pull yourself in, but only on certain materials. As long as you can pull yourself into something, I feel like it's fine, right? I would love to be able to like pull myself into any material. Pull light enemies to you, pull yourself to heavy enemies. Okay. Whoops, I did not mean to fall down. My bad. Grab is altered bind into R, but I ended it moving to E. I should probably use E for something else as well. But for me it's fine, at least for now, to have it as R. Alright, so then you're supposed to. Okay, sorry about that. Let's try that again. Alright, so you're supposed to pull yourself towards the heavy enemy to progress. This is probably a really good way to get health. Oh shoot. I'm gonna arrange a personal meeting with my internet provider regarding the poor internet speed. Of course, with some oil. Having like a good internet speed is definitely like one of those things that you don't really think about it unless you're suffering from it, if that makes sense. For me personally, I've had like semi-good internet for essentially my entire life. But there was at one point where I wasn't allowed by my parents to use an Ethernet cable to connect to our router. So I used like a USB dongle to get like a wireless connection, and let me tell you, that wasn't quick. That was painful to use. And I am low-key like not even memeing. I am struggling on the tutorial. Yeah, you were supposed to parry. I assume like that. Canceling the grappling hook midway is a critical piece of kit. I assume you can use the momentum, right? To keep traveling forward. Be mindful that the whiplashes give you hard damage, but won't harm you by itself. Oh, so you can get damage yourself by using the grappling hook. Interesting. How many times we gonna die? To Maurice! We did it, okay? I have to watch the stream on 160p to keep up. That is quite unfortunate, I will say. Oh yeah, we technically have a lot of new enemies to read. Oh, this is actually a boss. I was like, have I seen this enemy before? But yes. Once the great and beloved king of the Lust Layer, Minos has been reduced to a shambling corpse. Due to his incredible power of will and status as a just ruler in life, remembered even millennia after his death, the manifestation of his soul is the largest husk to ever have been recorded. Small traces of the original soul can still be detected in the body, but the corpse itself is animated and controlled entirely by the snake-like parasites that he once commanded. Sekiro. For those of you who remember Guardian Ape. Despite once bringing up the renaissance of the Lost Layer, his corpse now only seeks sinners to punish. Sucks to be him. What's on mobile data? I don't have Wi-Fi at home. Are you talking about Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi? Or maybe both. Now comes the moment where I tell you to replay the levels. 4.4 is more on the 4 side, 4.2 is more optional. When you say replay the levels, are you saying in order to get secrets, or are you saying it because of something else? Maybe it's because we have a grappling hook now. The whiplash just gives you hard damage. 4.4 is more on the 4 side, 4.2. I read that. To see something funny, unequip all of your arms and try to punch. Alternate weapon. All right, let's try it out. That was probably a little secret as well. I don't know where that is. Wi-Fi. No chances of wife. I'm sure there is a chance. But I realized we're talking about Wi-Fi. Unequip the arms, not guns. I literally can't do anything now, Blooper. I can't punch. I'm hitting the punch button, but it doesn't work. Like I am spamming every single button on my keyboard. Nothing works. And welcome back, Grunge. I assume I'm doing something wrong. It's supposed to give you a pop-up, which I found funny. Interesting. I guess I did something wrong. Wait, what happened to the sound? I don't hear anything. What? That's cave echo. Dude, this is so surreal. Oh, I muted myself. That's the reason why. Okay. So these are slingshots. So we're still learning new things about the grappling hook. But yeah, in terms of new tools, the secret didn't really work, or maybe I did something wrong. But we do have a grappling hook. In the wake of Poseidon, we have now entered the water level. Right, so I know that shooting the railgun in water is risky, because now it deals damage to us, as you can see. I'm under the water. Please send help. I assume that's the meme you were referencing. The quintessential water level. I mean, obligatory. How is this community reception to the water level in this game? Is it something that people look upon fondly or poorly? So I can essentially use the railgun as like a suicide gun, if nothing else. Yeah, and grappling enemies towards me like this, I think is gonna be a very, very useful thing to do. Oh, it's quite well liked. 5-1 is a well-received level, but the saxophone might be to blame. I don't hear a saxophone just yet. I assume that will come. Maybe I just need to like increase the volume of the music. Dude, the fact that you can just pull enemies in like this is... I feel like that it's maybe not cheating, but like almost. Rut is one of my favorite layers. Okay. So, it's not like the quote-unquote normal water level that is usually hated in every game where there is a water level. But I wouldn't be surprised if the sheer awesomeness of having like a grappling hook like this is playing a part in said enjoyment. I think that maybe using the railgun is a bit too risky. There we go, got it. 5-2 absolutely sucks. You know why? I don't. Okay, so there are still some disagreements even here. So we have one skull. I see a secret right here. I don't know where to use the skull though. Alright, let's just bring it with us. That gives you iframes. If you do it well, you can still use the railgun and don't take damage. Oh! I see what you're saying! So you essentially shoot the gun and immediately dash behind you. And you essentially immediately dash afterwards. But yeah, I assume that the timing is tricky. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we need 3 skulls. We have 3 levels. You know the drill. You know the drill. Whiplash picks up and drops off skulls from a distance. Ah, that's gonna be convenient. Ah, 4-4. Alright, now I realize what you want me to do in 4-4. You look to the little slit in the door and you grab the skull using the grappler. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Will start damage when used on enemies. Can reduce rotation with this one is locked. Right. It's impossible to access otherwise. Did you miss the mind flares? Miss might not be the right word. But that being said, there are definitely worse enemies than the mind flayers. Absolutely. I mean, essentially, anything that is not Gabriel at this point is low-key, like, an enemy I'll cherish. Tough guy. Okay, where is that angel now? This is essentially the one thing I really like about the coin shot. The fact that you can just shoot around a corner like that. Okay, skull obtained. Let's move. So in theory now, I should be able to plant the skull at the altar using, yes, the R button. Nice. I see two sitting dudes, and I see the skull. Oh, this is a different kind of water. It's either the easiest or the hardest room in the level, depend on who you ask. Maybe I shouldn't do that, at the very least. I guess I can always do this just to catch up to them. I'ma say it wasn't too bad. I'ma say that was quite alright. I will say though, that adding the grappling hook to my arsenal, I feel like it is a big deal. I feel like this is a really good tool in your toolbox. In your case, it's the easiest. Yeah. Oh shit. As well. Maybe not to pull them towards you, but the other way around. Pull yourself towards a boss. Yeah, I feel like leaning into the sawed off is gonna be it's gonna be really good. Knuckle Blaster, Red Arm, Rail Cannon, Ground Slam, Shockwave Roller to the antenna. Oh, ways to interrupt whatever they were doing. So they seem to like set up like a StarCraft tank, essentially, and do something. Alright, but but apparently there are ways to interrupt them. Like so, for instance. Got it. Centers are weaklings, but can snipe you from across the map. I see. They keep finding new ways to annoy you. The game does that. This level bug is so cool. It's almost giving Cyberpunk-esque feelings. That is true. But Grunt, there was a level earlier on in the game that was literally essentially just high-rise buildings with like neon lights, and you were like jumping over them. Really cool level as well. But that's what I'm saying, right? I love the fact that there are so many different aesthetics in this game that they keep using. Makes it like makes it, you know, feel fresh, you know, and they always keep adding new things. Oh my, I mean, it was only like a very short play, but it was really good. Hey, Grunge, could you see yourself... Sorry, my voice is still... Could you see yourself playing a game like this? Because I know that you're into shooters, you know, FPS. Well, at the very least when it comes to Counter-Strike. But this is like a very much a different kind of experience. That's what keeps the brain stimulated. Yes! We are indeed part of the, you know, the brain rot era of humanity. So keeping or having the levels like change up keeps us locked in. Guess the level challenge. Don't touch. Dude, I was about to say like, don't use the grappling hook. This is way worse. Is this even doable? Don't touch any water. I feel like that this isn't doable, right? Well, okay, it's doable, but like, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really difficult. It is possible, but like how? Oh no! I was about to say, like, how do you even like grab and place the skulls? But you use the whiplash. You use the grappling arm to grab and place any item. Alright, 5-2, here we go. Still can't afford an upgraded railgun, but soon, very soon. The room that is easier or hard is super hard if you're after the level challenge. It's an absolute nightmare, so much water. I see. I suppose that is the reason why you said it either is the easiest or the hardest. 5-2, a good level. You both are very or have very different opinions when it comes to good levels. You see the arms. I mean, maybe at some point. Alright. Keeping an open mind. Dude, I'm just trying to like zoom into the arms. I like the vibes. I really do. You know, one thing that it's actually like low-key kind of bad with that the game is so hectic is the fact that you can't really like appreciate the environment as much. Hold 1 second. Sorry. And Excel Wizard, hello to you. How are you doing on this glorious, amazing Monday? Exhibit 8. The ocean. Screw this ocean. Are you like me, like falling down? The military's rail cannon lets you set off nukes. The screwdriver provides insanely good healing. Healing sounds good to me. Healing sounds really good to me. Let's do this level properly now. Waves of the Starless. What's his name and nothing else? Already lost quite a lot of health. Alright, that's good. This used to be the River Styx in ULTRAKILL lore, but it was overfilled by the Great War. But what does water has to do with the Great War? Those some like robots bleed water instead of blood, maybe. I keep jumping into the water though. Score a home run by reeling in a drone, then using the red arm for the kill. I assume that will make them fly like crazy. You know what the River Styx is. I don't think... Well, I think I've heard it before. But I couldn't like tell you like right here, right now what it actually is. Grappling is so good. Like, this has to be one of the best rewards we've ever obtained. Alright, but this guy, like, what's the deal with this guy? Why would one act with such malice to a savior who ended a 200-year war? Yogolord. I feel like that's a name we haven't seen just yet. So, can you keep these guys? Wait. Okay. This is actually quite similar to a mechanic in the game Ghost Runner. Because in Ghost Runner, you also have to like deal with some enemies that are protected by like a protective orb. Excerpt from Ferryman's diary. Some calamity has struck the mortal world. What once was the River Styx has now grown to an unfathomable ocean. A million weeping souls pouring in each day that sees the shores can barely contain. A tearful tide spilling over at each end, bow to stern, crying for mercy, begging for safe passage. But not all souls can pay, and these old hands can only take so many coins. Then one day, the current shifted. Wave after wave for minutes on end of millions, billions, as though the throat of the world was cut wide and the head wrenched back to spread or to speed the poor. I didn't have time to react. The weariness from my ceaseless work claimed me, and I slipped beneath the roiling sea into the depths of the ocean Styx, my fate sealed by the crushing masses of endless bodies. Suddenly, there was a light at the end of the tunnel, as brilliant as the Lord himself, ushering me from the darkness with the mighty arms that held me with such compassion and warmth as I have never known. Be not afraid, sinner. Your devotion to God shows goodness in you, plentiful indeed. The heart is willing, but the body must rest, lest you squander one of the Lord's creations. His gentle words eased the pain and mended my wounds, my face wet with tears of relief, my words muffled by the weight of my duty. I could only lay in reverence, carried in the embrace of majesty. Radiant is Gabriel, for he is the light in my darkness. There we go. Lore. So the River Styx is the river then, where press. What the hell is that button? There we go. It's like the river that souls needs to pass in order to get to the afterlife. And given that the mortal world is going through, well, hell, it seems. The river was overflowing. Sam's gonna read all that? Do you doubt me? Getting comfy while Seb reads this short bedtime lore. Grod, remember the cooking stream? Where I cosplayed as you for a second? That is how I imagined you at the moment. Holy crap, my voice just keeps breaking up. Gabriel could be radiant, but never as a better divinity like me. Absolute radiance. Welcome, welcome. Your name is so fitting to this game. Thanks for reading me to sleep, Sam. That's what I'm here for. I am an ASMR streamer now. The only difference is that my voice is really hard to listen to. You know what? Let me grab a glass of water. Holy. Like, I don't know what's going on. Because, again, during the weekend, I didn't do anything weird, right? I didn't scream, I didn't yell, no parties, no nothing. But for whatever reason, my voice just keep dying on me. Grunge redeems hydration for Seb. Thank you. Thank you so much. If only there were shadow points. Okay. Radiant Gabriel sounds like some shit I grew up in Sandbox. When you say cook up, as in like I don't know, like modding a boss into the game or something. Having immortal flavor, not really what I imagined at the time. Exactly with my cup of coffee. You know? That is like a bedtime... I don't know what to call it. Like bedtime tradition, ritual, routine that I could get behind. I don't know how to deal with this. Because I see the idols right here, right? But I don't know how to get to them. I can't seem to break them either. It might actually happen in the main game. I fear the day that I have to go through that. So I'm not the only one who struggles with Gabriel, that is. Ask them nicely first. Please, little idol. Can you open the door so that I can gaze upon your beautiful sun? And that I may embrace your radiance and share in your faith. And the fact that I have a gun in my hand has nothing to do with this. With Unity Explorer, I can do some pretty fucked up shit to enemies. Overcharging radiance is probably something I can do. Yo. Leah, do that! And then kill Gabriel and post it online so that we can all can see. And Foxy, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you on this glorious Monday? Excuse my voice, it keeps dying on me. Barely beat Act 1, huh? What a lie. Dude. I died to Gabriel, yeah, 140 times. That was insane, that particular fight. It was a very fun fight, don't get me wrong, but holy crap, it was so hard. Definitely like the hardest thing I've done in this game, like easily. I like any fight, any room we have come across today has nothing on Gabriel. I still don't know how to get into these damn idols. Alright, this is one of those occasions again where I have to use my brain, but we all know that I can't use my brain, and hence we find ourselves in this particular situation. Wait. Oh, you need to melee. Alright. know what happened. Okay, but we got access to it. Oh, now the angels protect me. Got it. Right, so we're basically have to do anything else from an angel right now. We can finish with this. Many new rules for me today. Holy shit. Yeah, streaming ULTRAKILL has made us encounter a lot of new people. But I see this as an absolute win, Radiance. Am I good for getting P rank on 0-1? You're better than me. Yeah, I can say that for a fact. Because I haven't gotten P rank in anything. Oh, I got stuck in the wall there. My bad. So I guess I need to kill every single enemy that is not protected in order to... Yeah, exactly. To unlock this thing. See if I can get it out of this one. Yeah, like that. More the damage. Oh, come on! Ah! It's so easy because I got it the 16th time. I mean, I've followed Civet since December. I was talking about today. Still new to me. I mean, Radiance has been here for a while. Yeah. That is true. Since okay, this is dude, this is hard. This is tough. The game is hard, but I need to be harder. Words to live by. Ah, come on! That guy's dead, good. I'm gonna let my hard damage reset. Or that's my intention at least. So hard with this guy just chasing me all the damn time. Ah! Okay. What are you doing? I just have to P rank all the way to Gluttony and I can fight Uncle Minos. Wait! Foxy, does that mean that you actually like unlock new content if you P rank stuff? Because I know you can get the new content by finding secrets, right? Can you die, please? Oh, there you go. Just show them you have the bigger gun. Just because you said that, I really wanted to flex my biceps. I'm a very shallow person. No. How hard is it to hit the damn thing? That took way longer than I had any right to. That was just me being bad at the game. Okay. But it is so hard that you need to like hit it with a melee attack. Like you can't shoot the idols. You can chainsaw them. Yeah, for me at the very least, it was really tricky. Same with crashing out, yes. Alright, I literally got the checkpoint. Very nice. You unlock 2 extra bosses for T-Ranks, and they're very hard. Knuckle Blossom Blast. That is that thing, right? Oh, or do you mean like you can like hit the idol with the blast? Is that what you're saying? P-rank streams incoming. You wanna do all the bosses, don't you? Radiant, before I even start to consider doing P-ranks, I need to beat the game normally. I haven't beaten the game on brutal difficulty yet, you know? And based on the Gabriel fight, I know we have a long way to go before we can even consider that thing. What do we do here? Oh, we need to find the red spot. Got it. Because in order to get P rank, not only do you need to like kill enemies in a stylish way, you also need to be like somewhat fast and not die, you know, no restarts. It's gonna be really tricky for someone like me. At least at the moment. I love the water in this scene. It looks really cool. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really like the level designs and how varied everything is. At least it wasn't that much of a hassle to get the red skull. Nice. The House of Nightmares, right there. I mean, they tried to ambush me, and they did succeed. Let's be real. Let's not tell any lies. Arise! Bridge to Titanic! Fulfill my commands! Whoops. Crap. One second, guys, 1 second. Actually using some mechanics there. Alright, we got a checkpoint. Chainsaw is a nightmare. I cannot hear it after the Gabriel fight. This chainsaw is my best friend, okay? It is my best friend. It's always there for me when I'm feeling down. Always there for me when to celebrate my wins. Red soul overheal 200 health. Overheal cannot be regained with blood. Nice. The fact that we're given a power-up is, of course, very, very dangerous. Check meme channels, alright. What do you have for us, Leah? Ultra Radiant Gabriel! Alright, you did the thing! You did the thing, Leah. Wait, give me a second, I'll pull it up on screen as well. Give me 1 little second. Okay, what are we dealing with here? And AXD, thank you so much for the follow. That is extremely kind of you. Let's see the hell spawn that Leah has created. Time for round 2 of guess the level challenge. Wait, why doesn't this work? Wait, what? I'm trying to. Okay, something is very strange here. For some reason I cannot minimize my game. I'm just gonna quit out. And now it crashed on the quit out. Interesting. Yes, something's happening, but we got a checkpoint very recently. Okay, it's something that's super strange with the display capture. That's what's up. It's not the actual. It's not the actual. Yeah, it was me and OBS. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. I would gift a sub if you successfully guess the level challenge before you see it, but there's no option for that. Yeah, this is a completely unmonetized Twitch channel, Aches. The best thing you can do in order to support is just to follow. You have to redo that level. Oh, you got to redo the level! The entire level, not from a checkpoint. Oh, wow. I messed up. I messed up. Alright, let's see what Leah has in store for us. Maybe this will make it up for us. Enable radiance, tier 10, health 10x, damage 10x, speed 10x. His flapping his wing is like a hummingbird. I want to see him in action though. Speed buff modifier times 1,000. Total speed modifier increased to 500. And then that... I'm not surprised that your game crashed after that. Holy. Alright, let's boot up the game and let's look at the damage that I unfortunately inflicted on us. I would... What's happening with my damn game? I would love to see that particular boss in action. Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, we're starting off from here. Yeah, okay, this is very much my bad. I assumed because we hit the checkpoint that we could, well, start from the checkpoint. Oh well. My apologies for this. At least we get to enjoy the ocean a bit more. But that's interesting. That means that the checkpoints that we're getting like this can only be used like during this particular like game session. How you doing there, little skull? Feeling stuck? I imagine for ULTRAKILL Must Die, there's not going to be any checkpoints. Oh yes! But I feel like though, like the people who are really good at the game, they don't need it either, right? Because I feel like a speedrunner of this game, for instance, would be able to beat this game without dying even once. So for those kind of people, for those kind of players, it's gonna be like basically no difference at all. but doing it for the first time, I feel like, yeah, that will definitely create some friction. Let's say. Why is it so hard to hit the damn idol? Someone beat this game in 12 minutes from prelude to act 3. That's what I'm saying! That's exactly what I'm saying! And for that kind of player, of that caliber, doing this game deathless, I feel like is no issue whatsoever. Use a knuckle blaster blast. In what way, Ploper? Because I can't access the idols even though I'm using it. But I assume you're kind of you have like an idea in mind, right? That I'm not getting. Unless you just want me to use it like in general, I suppose. It's going to be hardcore. You die, you restart either the layer or the act or the game. One of those. Up to Hakita. What was that? You gotta be rage baiting. There was glass in the way. But when you say use knuckle blaster blast, do you mean like instead of using melee? Like when I'm like jumping over the idol? Is that what you're saying? Ah! Yes, I see. So it's a range extender then. Ah, don't stand next to each other like that! Yeah, like that. Oh crap, I guess that's a weird way to get some health, but whatever, I'll take it. At least we did it. The difficult room has been vanquished for now. I'm seeing if Metal is a better tool for uploading clips of games on the fly. It might be worth. If nothing else, if I'm like misunderstanding something, it's a great way for to tell me, I guess, what I'm doing wrong. This feels so cheap, using the gun like this. Oh, using the coin, I mean. Work and it going in beats. Let's see, and I should be able to I should be able to show you. Yeah, exactly. Because I will not quit out on the game now. I can just display it straight away. So this is where we were, right? Just a couple of seconds ago. How did you do that? Or did you mod the game? How were you able to fly like that? What? The method to get there doesn't matter. I mean, it was impressive to fly around. I'm gonna see if I can get that too. Bug turn feature. Interesting. Is that like when you do, like, I don't know, a crouch input and a jump input at the same time, and something just stops working in the code, which gives you extra momentum or something. I don't know. Hamsters are total joke. It belongs in memes. I approve. I approve. We're back to where we see if we discover stunts now. But you can't jump that far, right? I mean, you can jump a bit higher when you slam, but not that high, unless I'm doing something wrong, maybe. Okay. But you did it from this location. Ground slam and wall jump at the same time. I'll tell him what the hamster is used for. Oh, slam storage. So it is. Yeah, you slam and wall jump at the same time. I'm okay. I'm not exactly sure in what way you should do the inputs. Whatever. I can go there my own way. Just you see. Just you wait. Okay, it's a ground slam plus a wall jump. Space and control at the same time. I guess I did it! Now the hamster is mine! I don't know where to put it. It's better on a flat wall. I see. Well, spamming the inputs did do it. You can do it in different directions too. I see. Well, I low-key hope that we never get to use the hamster so that we can have it with us at all times. This time it's not a useful something. I would have posted something useful. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Sam holding a hamster, yes! Hey Grunge, this game has everything. Chainsaws, hamsters, robots, blood. You name it. You can do it vertically, horizontally, and diagonally. And his name is Floor. Who named him Floor? Oh, it's gonna be a boss. It's gonna be a boss battle right now. Ferryman. Ooh, this is the dude who actually wrote the diary. Oh, this is also gonna be a two faces kind of boss. Got it. But it seems to me that this is a melee boss, if nothing else. The fact that, like, a lightning bolt from God is chasing us at the same time is really not doing wonders for me. Where are you? Right. His phase 1 seems to be quite simple though, so this is probably gonna be a pretty good fight. Oh, he's getting another idol. Can you stop? Zeus, please! I'm in the middle of something. Is that the hamster meme? Have you seen this meme before? The Ferryman is actually quite easy to me. Ferryman do be looking cool. I agree, I agree. Most of the bosses I feel like have like quite a good aura. So the ferryman is actually using the Titanic to ferry the souls over the river. I mean, why not use superior modes of transportation if you have access to it? The fact that Zeus is interrupting us is really annoying. Zeus, please stop! Okay, now what? What do we do now? So the idol is up here somewhere. But before we get there, I'm gonna get the overheal, so that for phase 2 at least we are as prepared as we possibly can. Oh, the overheal isn't here anymore. Look at me trying to prepare for the future. All right. Alright, so you're supposed to take the overheal before you get to the ferryman. Got it. Sue said you didn't say please. I did. True that. I did not say please. So I wonder if he has new mechanics now in phase 2, or if we are doing the same thing again, basically. Try to be fancy there with some chainsaw bouncing. As far as bosses go, this wasn't too bad. This wasn't too bad. I'm just staring into your soul. He is staring. He kind of looks like Boo from Baldur's Gate, for those of you who have played that game. I'm not sure how many, I don't know, how much brain activity is behind those eyes though. You can skip Ferryman, but I won't tell you how, because it's a good fight, you need to learn. You can throw a coin upwards to reflect the lightning. Ooh! Now that's really cool. And yeah, as you say, Ploper, there is a challenge. Don't fight the ferryman. So there's obviously a way to get through here without actually doing the fight. Instead of skipping a boss fight. Never. Exactly. This is what we're here for, you know? I didn't expect it to stick around. The ferryman won't ever kill me at 140 times. I didn't die 140 times either. I'd rather not bother fighting at all. You're a pacifist at heart. 5-3 is amazing. Maybe we can even... No, we don't have quite enough money. Right, we're getting very close to the end of the layer, but first we need to do this. Ship of Fools. Wait, let's just listen to the music for a little bit. not sure if I like it or not. It is different. It's cool. But I'm not sure if I like it or not. Alright, chainsaw sound on now from this point onward. You know the drill. My thing gives me war flashback. Florp is telling me to throw my cup in the sink and head to bed. I shall be listening. Thanks for the great team, Seb. Stay awesome, chat. Same back to you, Grunge. Stay awesome. Have a great evening. And do whatever Florp tells you, no matter what, you know. Florp knows the best course of action. The lag room. There's a lag room? I love how the blood isn't even on the ground before you like respawn and do it all over again. What's happening? The fact that you can pull yourself into these guys now is so good. That is so much better, dude. The grappling hook is such a huge upgrade. Oh! We're playing Subnautica now! Alright. Don't tell me you lagged in the lag room. It's notoriously laggy. The other thing, a certain loop. Interesting. What kind of loop would that be, I wonder? One particular room became so notorious for lagging low-end PCs. I see. Okay, I guess we'll see today, right now, if I'm considered to have a low-end PC or not. I feel like it's not low end, but my games have a tendency to crash. I tried recording a video how to skip the fireman, but obviously didn't detect my screen at all. Maybe you had the same kind of issue that I had. I think essentially my OBS settings was completely like ignored, as if they had been reset. And Stress says, thank you so much for the dinosaurs. First lag room wasn't enough, so they made a second one on a different level. Literally couldn't add the source from a screen. Huh. Interesting. Half joking. So instead of patching the lag rooms, they're just saying, no, this is a feature, not a bug.
The heart is willing, but the body must rest. Lest you squander.
So this is Gabriel talking to the passengers on the ship, I guess. This game makes me so overstimulated. I completely understand Stress Test. There's so much happening on the screen at any given time, right? And everything is so fast-paced and like adrenaline-inducing. And I mean, there's essentially a red on the screen at any given point, you know. Try like describing what is happening on the screen. You can't do it. It's impossible. me. Look at this. They took the lag room and turned it into a whole ass layer. Even after a few patches, it's still kind of fucked. I mean, at that point, I guess they have embraced it. Probably not a good thing to embrace, to be honest, but still. Oh, is this considered to be the lag?
Squandered one of the Lord's creations.
Because dual wield causes the lag. I see. That's a shame because the dual wield is so much fun to use. I mean, the screen, I can't see the screen. The screen is just like a just different shade of red. I'm not surprised that people die to lag in this particular room. This is just nuts. There should be another angel somewhere. Where is the last angel? What? Wait, I don't get it. I don't get it. There should be another angel somewhere. There. Cool. And the enemies do too. Atomized by a malicious face. In theory, you could say that I am doing that to the enemies as well, because you only see my face as I'm playing, right? And I am atomizing the enemies as well. Where to now? Because the audio is breaking under the pressure thanks to the dual wield. Ah, I see, I see. I guess I'm not helping either by insisting on revving the chainsaw at any given point. Okay, I assume this is where we don't want to go. Yeah. That's ominous. Oh, that can't be good. My friends, the fifth weapon, the rocket launcher. The fire rate is really good. Oh! A delayed rocket! What? You can rocket jump it. Oh yes you can. Oh yes you can. You still take damage though, it seems. Okay, I wanna try this out. I wanna try this out. Where do I go though? Oh, no damage taken! Oh, then in that case I guess I missaw. The damage I have taken is from the fight before. Right, we are now upside down. Oh, but it doesn't deal that much. Okay, so the damage is not as good as one might think. Because you can't one-tap a normal guy by just hitting them with an AoE. Oh yeah, it says it right there. Indirect hits will launch enemies. Okay, got it. So you need to hit things in order to actually deal damage. Good to know, good to know. This is like the TF2's direct hit. I didn't play that much TF2 back in the day. Direct hits on falling enemies will cause a stronger explosion. Oh, so you're supposed to like launch them and then hit them with an actual explosion. Yeah, the fact that you need like actual hits in order to deal damage make me feel like this is not gonna be the weapon for me. Because my aim tend to not be that good. Oh, that's a shame. But I guess it is what it is. Okay, where to now? The rocket launcher is one part of a whole. The whole being the most bullshit tech ever. Alright, alright. You can't damage enemies unless you do it. Yeah, exactly. So there's no like, I don't know, doing something like this to be cheap, right? You need to aim. You need to actually see where you're firing. Okay, I'm supposed to go here. I love the like low-key horror vibes going on right now. I would have used it to collect the hamster. So there's a hamster to get in this level too, is that what you're saying? I do need some help, so let's grab a couple of enemies. Yeah, and using the rocket launcher against these guys is gonna be a no-go, because I'm not gonna hit them for shit. The one on 5-2, but due to spoilers I couldn't show the rocket launcher. Ah, I see. But I guess I couldn't do it, given that I didn't have the rocket launcher, right? It does deal very good damage if you do hit. There's the same explosion that other weapons can dish out. Oh, so you know there is a grenade launcher for the shotgun, for instance. All right, so it's the same damage as that one, basically. Oh, why did I die to like the easiest enemy in the damn game? Please give me a checkpoint game. I don't think the rocket launcher is the weapon for me though. As cool looking as it is, and how good the fire rate is, I feel like the fact that you're not dealing damage on indirect hits is really making it tough for me. The rocket been frozen for a second or so, it'll cause a stronger explosion by default. So I could do something like this, maybe. The rocket launcher still has good utility. You'll see. I'm sure I will eventually, you know, take note of it as we're playing. But for now, I'm gonna go with the tried and true. Something was I don't know. It needs to be fired and frozen for a bit to do more damage. Fired and then frozen. Let alone the green and red variants, which will go freezing for other things. Depending what those other things are. Why am I struggling so much in this particular part of the level? Holy. Red one is a tough ass, but the green one is a common sight. And the next time we get the computer, we should be able to see at least what they do. Now, the thing is though, that weapons upgrade tend to be extremely damn costly. So I'm very much afraid of the kind of money we need to like put out in order to get the new weapons. Something is stealing a lot of damage in that fight. So people don't use rockets, still specifically use the green variant, right click. Okay. So what you're saying is that even a rocket launcher hater, such as myself, can still find ways to make use of it. The green variant, that is. Yes, checkpoint. Exactly what I wanted. One on the other hand needs to combo with rockets. As in like launch them and then do something. Which is fair enough. It's just not a game style for me. At least that's the impression I'm getting. You know, just from my brief little encounter here. This is probably one of those opportunities where it's actually good to use the railgun in the water. This is them. Ship of Fools 5-3. That was actually quite difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I was struggling a bit. But we got the rocket launcher. We did get the rocket launcher, which is the important part. Again, challenge. Don't touch any water. I feel like it's gonna be way easier to do the challenge on this particular level than the one before. Alright, we have reached 5-3 is basically A3, but easy. Okay. Okay. Press Alt fire to launch cannonball. Hold to charge distance. Okay, and this one is hold Alt to spray gasoline, making non-flammable enemies flammable. Can also be sprayed on. Okay, so this is a setup. You're spreading gasoline in order to do a setup for another weapon. That's actually not too bad. I feel like this is a good way to get some, like, damage over time on, like, a boss or something. I'm gonna get the cannon, though, because based on what you're saying, this could be a weapon for me. Igniting the gas requires an explosion. Alright, so that is the tricky part, then. Alright, but listen. I have some bad news. We have reached... Wait, where are we? We are at 8-4, right? Five four. Yeah, you were talking about 8-4. That's not where we are. We're at 5-4. We have reached 5-4. But this will unfortunately be where we end today's session. At the very end of layer 5. But there's... Wait, let me just boot up into the game real quick. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. because we will be back with more ULTRAKILL tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Central European Summertime. So please, if you want to be notified when we go live, drop a follow again when we go live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central European Summertime. Well, I mean, drop a follow now to be notified tomorrow. That's what I'm trying to say. Ran out of time. Yes, we are done with the allotted time slot for streaming today, my friends. But do not worry. Do not lose faith. Because more ULTRAKILL action will be back very, very, very soon. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. It's been a blast. This game is really, really fun. It's starting... Well, it's already become a lot more difficult now that we're deep into Act 2. But we haven't given up yet. We haven't lowered the difficulty. We're still playing on Brutal. We're still beating bosses. And tomorrow, we will more than likely meet the final boss of Act 2. Maybe. I can't make a definitive statement like that, but maybe. And we'll see what that boss has in store for us. But that is for tomorrow's stream. So with all that being said, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you're having a good time. And I hope that we together can have some more good times, playing some games, streaming some streams. But until then, save it out.